Hello there, Tanya Cardwell here from Pavlov Dog Training, and I am shooting a video on top of a volcano right now, which is kind of exciting. I'm actually in Hawaii on vacation, hence the reason I'm rocking this Indiana Jones hat. I figured I would shoot a quick video and answer a question that I get with growing frequency, and that question is, how do I become a dog trainer? How do I get from point A of wanting to be a dog trainer to point B of actually paying my bills, my rent, my mortgage with professional dog training? There are two major paths to get there. So I'll go over both paths and then I'll also explain how I got there, just to give you an insider's tip for how people are going from that vision to actually making it reality. So the first path is attending a dog trainer school. You can opt for several different dog trainer schools that are all around the US, and all of them offer different programs. So you have your hands-on programs where you go for several months, 2-3 months, and fully immerse yourself in dog training. A lot of the schools will teach academics of dog training as well as hands-on work. So for those schools where you're physically going there, a lot of times they'll have a prereq for you have to bring a puppy, an adolescent pooch, a blank slate, and practice with that dog, sometimes two dogs. So there are also online schools. So if you don't have the major collateral to take a sabbatical for several months and leave your home base. If I had to do it all over again, I knew nothing about dog training and I wanted to start, and I had the collateral to throw down several thousands of dollars to go to a school, I'd probably be eyeballing a school like Michael Ellis School or Star Mark Academy, which is located in Texas. The second way that a lot of dog trainers get their start is by starting in other pet care industries and then eventually and slowly morphing into professional dog training. So if you don't have the thousands of dollars to invest in a formal school, if you aren't able to take a 3-4 month long sabbatical to go somewhere else to get your schooling, this might be a more viable option. Dog walkers, pet sitters, they can work on training. They can work on heel, loose leash walks, structured walks, sit down, stay, door wait, self-control exercises. Those jobs also tend to be the positions that are a little bit easier to attain simply because there's a high demand for them. There are many other different pet industries to get into. So there are animal shelters, volunteering at a humane society, grooming, working in a pet supply store, vet tech work, doggy daycare attendant. Any of those jobs are good jobs where you can get your foot in the door. You're not going to make a whole lot, but that's part of the hazing process. To become a professional dog trainer, there is, like a lot of professions, there's a little bit of a hazing process, and part of that hazing process is, can you financially strap down, and can you be conservative enough and hippie enough to live a lifestyle that works within a limited means. You really need to buckle down and channel your inner hippie in the way that you're going to have a limited supply of financial resources. The really valuable thing about having any of those positions is practicing with dogs and forging relationships with people in the pet care community. While you're doing that, I recommend that you coincide that job with an apprenticeship by shadowing, mentoring, teaming up, or finding some kind of way to forge a symbiotic relationship with a trainer, and then you can take that and practice with your own dogs, volunteer to practice with your neighbor's dogs, supplement your other pet job with, we're going to teach you sit, and I'm going to teach sit 5 different ways, because now I know 5 different ways to train it, and anyone who is having their their dog walked is liable not to protest if you're teaching your dog plate skills while you take him out for a quick cardio. I did it was the second way. I started off in the animal shelter world. I cleaned up dog poo and adopted out homeless pets to people and really forged relationships with people in the animal sheltering community. That eventually led me to work in another shelter that actually had a pretty well-known training program at the time here in Denver Metro. So from there, I supervised, managed the adoption side of things, and all the while took that as my opportunity to forge relationships with the people in the dog training department. And anytime I saw them, asking questions and asking why they're doing what they're doing, and making a point to check in and really using them as a resource, which ended up being really helpful, not only with information that they gave me, but then when a open dog trainer position opened up at the animal shelter, I can tell you my face was the first to pop in and ask about it. So that's how I got my segue. That's how I eventually got into dog training. It involved picking up fecal matter and cleaning urine and giving vaccinations and really getting dirty for years. For 3 years I did that before I got a dog trainer position. So like I said, there are many different paths to become a dog trainer. The two big ones are, number one, going to a dog trainer school, and then number two, finding a job in the pet care industry while also apprenticing with another experienced dog trainer. If you have any questions, please reach out. You can always find me at pavlovdogtraining.com. Tanya Cardwell here, and thank you for taking some time to listen and watch this video. All right, ciao.